Hello. So today I would like to talk about one of my, well, I feel like everything is my favorite topic because I just nerd out over marketing and copy stuff. And so everything that I talk about on here, I'm going to be like, this is my favorite topic. This is my favorite topic. I love all the topics. But today is a really special topic, near and dear to my heart. And this is one that really got just like pounded. I don't like the word pounded, but but nonetheless, I feel like it just got pounded into me when I worked in the agency world. And that is the idea that we should not use filler words in our copy. What are filler words? Filler words are words that we tend to use to make copy longer for some reason, or we use them because one of the foundational things that you learn from pretty much anywhere when you start an online business and you're writing your own copy is that you need to write how you speak. And many of us use filler words in everyday life. And so those often translate onto the page. But if you go back through and you read copy that has a lot of filler, you find yourself starting to skip over sentences, skip over entire paragraphs. And in a nutshell, these types of words are not conducive to trying to sell something. And that's especially true in matters of email, in matters of landing pages. I didn't straighten my bangs, so they're like peacocking. The but they don't work to sell what it is that you're trying to sell, because when people start skipping things over, eventually they also will X out of it. They're naturally inclined to leave whatever it is that they're reading if they are bored enough to do so. So when we're writing something, and especially when we are writing to convert, that is when we are writing to get sales, we want to use tight copy. We want it to be short. We want it to be tight. We do not want to use filler words. We want to use actionable words. So some examples of filler words, probably, actually, maybe, exactly, just. That's a really big one that I see all kinds of places. And there are so many better words that you could use in place of that. If you don't know what to use, try a thesaurus. A thesaurus is a wonderful way. I still use one when I have a word that I think that I want to use, but I realize that it's not quite right. You type it into a little thesaurus, and there you go. You have a bajillion possibilities. And you can click on words that you like, and it'll take you down an entirely different rabbit hole. And if you don't like that rabbit hole, you can just back out of it and go back to that original list of like words. But just is one that I highly recommend looking for other avenues. So when you are working on copy, do your best to avoid filler words. This can be difficult when you are first starting out with this concept. So the best thing that you can do for yourself is write out whatever it is that you're writing, whether it be a sales page, an email, product copy, whatever it is, and just let it rest for a day or two, right? Because when we write something, it's not good to edit our own work, or it's difficult to edit our own work, especially if we're still in the thick of it. So a lot of people will write something and then they try to edit it right away, and that does not work, especially in terms of filler words. What you want to do is you want to write something, and then you want to take a day or two, and then you come back to it when your brain is basically reset on this piece of copy. And I want you to look for those filler words, the maybes, the probablys, the sometimes, the exactlys, the possiblies, the justs, all of those words. I want you to take them out completely if you're able to. If you're not able to take them out completely, then I need you to use a thesaurus, type it in, and look for an alternative. And once you have replaced all of those filler words, I want you to go back through and I want you to see how much stronger your copy is, because it is. It's going to be a lot stronger.